Alright, in this episode we're going to go over accounts and institutions. So right now, if we go to accounts, we can see we just have a checking account under assets, and we have nothing under liability. And when we go to institutions, there's nothing there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to accounts, and we're going to create some accounts. So we're going to leave this blank for right now. Hit next, and then account name, we're going to say savings, and then we're going to go down to savings, and then we're going to set the currency to USD, and then leave the opening date as 1/1, and then we're going to give an opening balance of 2,000. We're going to hit next, and it's an asset, so we're going to leave that checked and hit next. And that's just a summary, so we're going to hit finish. Alright, so then we're going to add one more account. This time we're going to leave this blank again. I'll show you how to add institutions afterwards. But if you had an institution, you could go ahead and select it. So this one's going to be cash, and we're going to call this cash and leave everything the same. We're going to give it an open balance of 50. Hit next, and that's an asset, so we're hit next and finish. Alright, this time before we add this liability, we're going to go to institution. We're going to add a new institution, so we'll call one Wells Fargo, and then if you had the rest of this information and you wanted to keep track of it, you could fill it out, but I'm not going to fill it out. I'm just going to give it a name, so hit OK. And then I'm going to hit new institution. I'm going to do Chase and press OK. Alright, so now if I go back to accounts and I go to assets, my checking account, my savings account are actually part of Wells Fargo, but I forgot to add the institution to that. I'm going to go to edit account, and I'm going to go to institution, and I'm going to select Wells Fargo. I'm going to hit OK. And then for savings, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to edit account, institution, Wells Fargo. Alright, so now I'm going to add some liability accounts. Liabilities are accounts that decrease your overall net worth. So something like a credit card would do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click new account. I'm going to hit Chase for this one, and I don't have an account number, so I'm going to hit next, and then we'll call this credit card, and then we'll say this is a credit card. Hit next. Payee. Oh, we don't need to check this. Okay, so it's asking you if you have monthly payments. Do you want to go ahead and set them up now and set them up on a schedule? I'll show you how to do that in later episodes. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this box and hit next. And that's a liability, so I'm going to hit next. And this is the summary, so hit finish. And so now you'll see there's a credit card underneath the liability. And then I'm going to create one more credit card. We'll call it premium credit card. And actually we'll make a new institution from this screen, and we'll call it capital 1. Press OK. And then we'll hit next. Premium credit card. We'll hit credit card, and then we'll hit next. We'll uncheck this box. We'll hit next, next, and finish. Alright, so now we have two credit card numbers, and I actually made a mistake here, so I'll fix that really quick. So I put premium credit card underneath a number. So I might not be able to change that actually. Oh yeah, here we go. Number. I'm going to change that to nothing. I'm going to press OK. Alright, so now we have two credit cards underneath liability, and we have three accounts underneath assets. And so if we go back to our home screen you can see here that our total has changed. It's now gone up from I think it was $3,597.55, and now it's gone up $2,050. So it's now $5,647.55. And then we have nothing on our credit card right now, so there's it's not subtracting anything to calculate our net worth, and our net worth is still the same as our total. So we'll go ahead and add some transactions to the credit card to show what happens when you do that. So we'll say we paid another bill to the electric company. We'll call it the water supply company. So we'll do water company. And then we'll say this is $37.88, and then paid water bill for apartment, and we'll press enter. Alright, so now if we go back to home, whoops, I made a mistake again. We set this for, I set it for the 15th. I need to set it for a day that's not in the future, so I'll do the 4th. And I also set the number to 37.88, and I actually need to change that. I need to change the charge, so we'll do 37.88 up here. And we'll press enter. So then we'll go back home, and you can see now that the credit card is here, so subtracting that from our net worth. Okay, so now that we have our accounts set up, you might be wondering, how can we see just the checkings and the cash balance instead of the savings, because maybe we don't want to factor in the savings into how much money we can actually spend. So to do that, you can go back to your accounts page, and then you're going to right click on the checking account, and you're going to go to edit, and then you're going to mark it as preferred account. So you're going to check that box, and then you're going to press OK, and then you're going to do the same thing for cash. You're going to mark it as a preferred account, press OK, and then now when we go back to the home page, you'll see that there's this preferred accounts section, and it totals up the checking account and the cash account. Alright, so that's it for accounts and institutions. In the next video, I'll show you how to transfer money between accounts. Thanks for watching.